Okay, I'm late, but I'm here. Can you all hear me? Hi, aloha from Orlando. Yeah, that picture is from Holly Eva from 2 days ago. Um, we're trying to get stuff cleaned up, but wouldn't you know, it's flash flooding again right now. It's just been on and off. I got to wear the headphones. We're going to have a lot of background noise because I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's actually doing it right now. I think they'll lift the flash flood thing at 9 p.m. our time. I cannot remember. It's either 9 or midnight. I'm getting them confused. And quite honestly, like, oh, it's given me some hardcore, like some flashbacks of the missile alert because I just getting those alerts all the time. And it just, the, that was awful. Yeah. I don't know. Like that was January 14th. Of not very damn long ago. So, and for that reason, I now have iodine pills in my bug out bag because can't be too careful. But yeah, it's been really nuts. But the community has really come together in Haleiwa. They actually had to like stop donations because so many people, like the general donations, had so many people had donated items. The LDS church opened up one of their churches, and if you're not familiar, the LDS churches have several rooms inside because they do different. The way that they have the church set up, they break off into different groups after their main meeting, which would be similar to like mass in the Catholic Church or the main praise group and like other like Christian groups or whatever. So they break off and they go to like Sunday school. It's broken up by age, and they do it together for one part, and then they split off and they do the boys and the girls for other parts. And so they just have a lot of rooms throughout the church. So it was a perfect place for donations to go. And they have it set up where they're just like food in one room, clothes in another room. It's it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So I was going to go today and do dump runs. Best laid plans, right? It just, I was planning on going live every day, but it's just been sort of a series of hurrying and getting stuff done in between these little flash floody things, and then just kind of falling down exhausted and watching some Jane the Virgin is what I've been watching lately. But today I was going to go do dump runs because it just looks like a lumber yard in a lot of places there in Haleiwa because oops. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going to quit trying to touch stuff. I just wanted to make sure I was live. There have been several times I talked for 10, 15 minutes and I wasn't even on yet. So I was checking. But anyway, where was I? Okay, so Haleiwa, like it just was pouring. What happened was there's a river that runs through there. It's normally about 4 feet at its high point. It got up to 16 feet. So it just flooded Haleiwa town, which is it just devastated some stuff. So they need people to go, and there's no place to like put all of this wood, the trees and whatever. It does. It looks like a lumberyard. It's just nuts. It's but it actually looks a lot better because everybody's just been working so hard, so they've got a lot of stuff done. Yeah. Hi, Rebel Rose. Yeah, I am up on the hill, but it's windy. I have a lot of animals up here. It's been really wet. I've had to create like some kennel situations for all my cats that don't usually get along or getting along right now. I had to make them a little. I converted the back end of like a truck with a shell. So I was able to, it has like screened windows, and then like the back window that would normally open to the cab opens to nothing. So that open that, gave them air, but it's just been raining. But that gives them a dry place to be out of the where I know they're safe, where I can get food to them that's dry, you know. And then I got new ducks, and did you know? I just learn stuff all the time. Did you know baby ducks cannot swim on their own? They don't float at all. They don't. They get the oil from their mom. Their mom loans them oil. That's how come, like you, because I was like envisioning little baby ducks like floating after their mom or whatever. But no, like the mom is loaning them the oil. They don't create the oil on their own at first. So that's why the mom's like rubbing her head on them. And when they sit on her back, they're getting oil on their belly, and that allows them to float. So they need shelter and everything. And we're all just getting to know each other, so they're a little tripped out, and so that's been, you know, it's been an adventure. So I got them kind of like contained in a smaller area that I can move around. So I have like a dog kennel playpen thing. I don't know how to describe it. That's the best I can do, but I've got them in there. So like, because there's little ones, there's little tiny ones. So yeah, that keeps them safe. I can move that because I got to move it a couple times a day. Actually, they poop a lot. I mean, these guys just, the sheer amount of poop is astounding. So that's what I've been doing: moving ducks, checking on the goat. The goat, he's great. He's real good friends with the ducks. He loves the ducks. He loves when the ducks come out to play, because I have like this big area for them, but they're, you know, like there's, yeah, they didn't like the spot that I had made for them to get out of the rain. So, and I worry about them and they're little. So it's just, yeah, as long as they're safe. Let me write that down. Let me find, all right, got a pen. Now we need to find my glasses. All right. That is my notebook. Was my light too bright? Maybe it's a little bright. Here, let's try to take it down a notch. I got a better light. Maybe that's better. Is that? Yeah, that's a little better. That's kind of green, but I mean, so am I. Okay. Rose JG. At Gmail. Okay, I got it. I will. Yes, the poor littles. They're so cute, though. Oh my gosh, and ducks grow really fast. It's pretty amazing. But I will get bigger ones the next time. Like my friend has some. It's very stressful to have the little tiny ones. Little teenagers are doing great. They're pretty smart. They're doing awesome. But I have to keep some teenagers with the littles. So I have some teenagers in one spot and then some teenagers with the littles, just to like, so everybody's like, you know, watching out for each other and stuff. Yeah. Plus I couldn't catch those other ones. And those ones do go in the shelter. So yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I had to build like a little dog kennel area, and frickin' I was trying to build the yard today. And oh, so getting back to, here's why I didn't go do dump runs. So I was going to just quickly go get water. Now I don't have, I'm off grid up here, so I don't have drinking water. I just barely got running water, but my water's like, they call it R1 water. So it's like recycled once. So it is not something you want to drink. So it's good enough to water plants, but not even, you don't even want to be like direct watering like cucumbers and tomatoes with it. You know what I mean? So you got to run it through some filters even then. But I was just going to quickly go and get water, right? Just quickly, just really quick. And I also need to get like, I have to go to the doctor and get this shot. And so I was going to do that, but you know, just right quick, right? Right? No, no. I think you know that just based on the way things go in my life for some reason, that's not how it went today. It didn't. And so I was like driving along and I was like minding my own business. And then I didn't have power steering. And I was like, oh, and my mind went to the immediate work because like my car is out of alignment. Like the steering wheel should be like this. It's like this. So I need my alignment done bad, but I have 4-wheel drive. So it's like twice as much. So I immediately thought it was like my rack and pinion. I was terrified. I was scared to death. But anyways, and I'm on the freaking highway when this happens. We have like 6-lane highways. I mean, like, so I get off the freeway and, or whatever, the H1 as it's called or whatever. And I get off that, get down into, I pull into this parking lot or whatever, and I look and it's my serpentine belt. Well, I drive a Dodge, so that should not happen. That's bad. Those are lifetime belts. So if your serpentine belt goes out in your Dodge, there's a bad pulley, just for the record, you know? So that's great. Like, I do not have the upper body strength to deal with like, I know what to do. I'm just like, I know, like, the thing that pisses me off more than anything, my biggest pet peeve is my personal limitations. I just, like, nothing makes me madder. Nothing will make me cry angry tears faster than something I know I cannot do that, you know, I'm smart enough to do, but I'm not physically able to do. You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, I could do this. I could save myself the whatever. But yeah, but it all worked out. Luckily, I was also afraid that the parts were going to be outrageous, you know, but it really wasn't all that bad. My friend came and like brought tools. We got it done. I always seem to break down in this parking lot, the same parking lot at the same grocery store. They probably think I'm doing it on purpose at this time. This is like the 4th time it's happened that I've had to work on my car. And I'm like literally been in the same parking spot 3 of those times. So they may think, you know, like one of the times, like my tie rod broke on my car. Like it was like the tie rod and the, oh, what else was it? It was something else big. It was, shoots. Now I can't even remember. Yeah, it was a bad deal. Anyway, this is why we don't fill up our car with gas, kids. You fill up your car with gas, it's bad luck. It's going to break down. This is what I've learned. Let's see. Yeah. So we got all of that done and that was stressful. And I had not, like, whenever I leave, I'll like feed my animals as though I'm never coming back. It's crazy. Like it's this anxiety thing that I have because there's just stuff has happened. Like a freaking missile deal. I was locked away from my farm. My farm is a different farm, but I was locked away from it. And then there was like some fires that happened. But like I was up here when that happened, but I was just like, what if I had been in town? And they were everywhere. I don't even know how that happened that day, but there was like 3 fires going up the road. So they were literally on either side of me. And so I couldn't go either direction. We were just trapped up here. But I'd rather be trapped up here with the animals than be trapped away from them, you know? So like, yeah. I mean, I can be a farm kid about stuff, but like, I literally just take it to heart. Like all of my animals, every single one of them, all these ducks will have names, all of them. Like, I just have to figure out if they're boys or girls yet. That's the only reason they don't have names yet. Like, but yeah, my chicken's name is Princess Leia. I thought that was a great name for a chicken. And it's going with like my Star Wars theme I got going on because we have my dog's name's Malachubak, which is that's Chewbacca's wife's name. I don't know. I'm a nerd. I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I like the sci-fi. I do. So yeah. And then my dog literally has puppies, and so I'm just always stressed about like being very far away from her puppies. I think I'm as stressed about it as she is. But they'll be 7 weeks on Monday. So we're almost done with those. And I try really hard not to name the puppies. It's hard. It is hard. But, and then I find them really great homes, and then I cry, and then I like to have updates, but I cry every time they leave. I really, these ones are going to be hard. They are so flipping cute this time. There's one that looks like a teddy bear. So I cannot keep any. I cannot. I have to be strong. You guys have to help me be strong. Don't let me keep any. But the teddy bear one, you guys saw the teddy bear one, right? Oh, it's so soft. Oh, it is so soft. Princess Leia egg, yes. She's going to be a great layer too. She's so sweet. When I had first got the baby ducks, I had the littles like up on a porch at night, and because it just rained that first night too, and that very first night I had them up here on the porch until I got like my situation better figured out, and then because I had to get like a colonoscopy the next day, and they're like, you don't have to pick him up today. I was like, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know, but it narrator cuts in, it was not fine. Whatever. Anyways, I just like to just super stack my plate full of stuff, knowing that crap like loads onto my plate. It's my superpower, really. I don't know. It's been a hell of a yeah. I saw my allergist. Um, Oh wait, I'm gonna back up because I was telling you about how because I'm just like going all over the place. I'm just babbling away. Okay, so the ducks were sitting by the chicken and they sat and talked to each other all night, and it was the most adorable thing ever. It was so cute. So then the next day I took the chicken down into the yard where the ducks are, where all their little ponds and everything are at. And by pond I mean little pools, but whatever. They're ponds. Okay, they're ponds. And the and they I thought that they were gonna like get along and be best friends. And they like postured against each other. It was so cute. They became friends by the end of the day, but the chicken is like little, like the sort of in between the smallest ducks and then the next size up. But ducks grow really fast. I think 3 times faster than chickens. And so those little baby ones, the little teeny ones are like catching up to her already, and they haven't even been around each other. So it'll be funny, like when all this, if this rain ever stops. I feel like it's never going to stop. It really is starting to feel like it's just muddy and floody and more mud and more flood. I just have mud. I'm just wet all the time, wet and muddy, and it's like 100% humidity. And, you know, yeah, it's been great. Yes. So, well, and so back to the other thing. So we'll just try to, yeah, getting all of your regular checkups is important, folks. It really is, because it helps you avoid all of this, colon cancer and early death and chemotherapy and stuff like that. So it's not that bad. I've had them. I've had problems. Like I've had like abnormalities. I've had issues, and it's a little scary or whatever. But I mean, it's better to be on top of that stuff or whatever, and get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? Like it and to know, and so just get the roto-rooters done. I personally have to get the upper and the lower. I guess I have a Schlotsky's ring this time, which will catch some food. So they go in and they break it. And I was like, and he was like, we don't have to do that now. I was like, good. Okay. Let's go. Like, no, break it. Break. It's in your esophagus. I sing, like it shouldn't affect that. He's really good. I trust him, but just break. But good to know it's there. We'll keep an eye on it, right? I know it's there. I have really kind of slowed down on eating meat a lot, because living off grid, I had to really be more, my refrigeration thing is kind of a new thing. So I didn't really just have a lot of meat around. It's you got to refrigerate that, you got to deal with it, you know. So you get meat, you eat it that night, and then you know maybe if you got some ice, you can store it till the next day. But you know, so I don't really I basically maybe a couple times a week. Yeah, I eat a lot of peanut butter, a lot of beans. Yeah. So I don't eat right. I don't eat enough. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, you got it out of me. All right. I probably need to do better with that. It's because I live alone. It's, you know, what are you going to like make a feast for yourself? Like build a gourmet meal for yourself? It's hard to like prioritize self care enough to make yourself some gourmet stuff. I have because I like it's great. I have like all these herbs and spices and fresh stuff just growing right around. Just go right out right now. Well, not right now because I don't know if you can hear that, but it's flooding. Oh, as soon as I was like one of the postpones was my generator died, which is bad because I just put gas in it. So that means one of two things. If you have a generator, it seems like everybody's like having some natural disastery type stuff happening lately. If it's not the gas, now we know it's either my spark plug or it's out of oil. So it's probably out of oil. Got to check that. We'll check that first. That's the easiest thing to check. And if that's not it, I'm pretty sure it's the spark plug is what I'm getting at. I just mentioned it today while I was like messing around with the truck. I said it out loud. And so, and then I was also planning on live streaming tonight, and I really wanted the generator so I could have the better light situation that I had planned with the green screen, but it's fine. You can just look at my bed. It's fine. We're fine. We're doing fine. Right. It is. You know, these storms have been sort of worse. You know, when we've had hurricanes, it hasn't done as much damage as the storms that have just hit. One of my neighbors has like an orchard, and we had this one storm and it just ripped his trees out of the ground. He has these lychee trees, and those are so hard to grow. I just felt for him, just pulled him right, you know. Ugh. Ooh, yeah, it has decimated my crops a bunch of times. It's hard to be a farmer because you put your blood, sweat, and tears into stuff, and then a storm comes and there is nothing you can do, and it's just gone. All of your money, all of your hard work, all of that, you know, you pour love into it, and then you just gotta like pick up, go out the next day, you know, like clean it up, plan it again, you know, like it's tough. It takes like a whew, it is. It's tough, but man, you know, like I was looking at my grass today. All this rain is making my grass just grow like crazy, and it's this elephant grass. This we call it California grass here. I looked it up though, and that's I guess just our nickname here for it. And but it's really elephant grass, and elephants would eat it, but we don't have any elephants, and so it's kind of getting out of control. So that's why I got to go. Exactly. Yeah. The lost way. I only have one contact in, so I can see somewhat. Okay, I'm just going to close that eye. If you get a chance, check out the books that are called The Lost Way. The books are about the Native Americans survived off the land. Oh, cool. I would love that. Jamie spells her name the same, or Amy. My name's Jamie, and I spell it like Amy. So I'm Jamie, the weird mom. I didn't even introduce myself. I just jumped in. Just we're just vibing. Do you guys want to see a cool painting my grandma did? Should we do show and tell? Oh, let's do some show and tell. Grandma's birthday's coming up in April. Oh, let's see. Hold it up here. If I could get the right angle on it. There it is. It's beautiful. I love it. Yes. $10 a piece. I'm all about the Kindle. I have books and my books keep getting ruined and it breaks my heart because like I was like always like such a bookworm as a kid. I was like the kid that like when you had like the literal like when we had like the reading contest, I would just try so hard to win the reading contest. It was I didn't have friends, so I had a lot of free time to read. That's you know, I loved it. I really liked it. Yeah, my name is Jamie. Yeah, like Yumi, Jamie. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it's spelled like Jaime, kind of, right? Like, but with an extra E. And so my little brother called me Hyman. Yeah, it was, yeah, the memories. Yeah. Ooh, it's really coming down out there. The next break in the rain, we should run around and check everybody, is what we'll do. If it happens while I'm still live streaming, y'all can come with me because, you know, yeah, yes. Oh, I just heard something out there go cuckoo, cuckoo. I think it was my shed door. May have just blown off. There's just nothing you could do about it, you know. Uh, I did just get a new like thing on my bathroom, so that's great. I used to have to like wipe the seat off every time. That was not pleasant. A wet toilet seat is not a. Ooh, that's just. I mean, self care, you know. Like, dang. So I got that handled. But I had to like give the animals all my tarps, you know. So the tarp I did have for that, like I had to put on the dog kennel so that they, you know, I mean they needed 100% of the time, where I only needed 20% of the time. Yeah, it's just it's been a little crazy. So basically, I've just been going to the doctor, dealing with the animals, hurrying and getting stuff done in between the rainstorms, and just you know, yes, yes, yes. Same, Rebel Rose. Same. Or a seat that is up. Like, what in the hell? Why? So, yeah. Okay, so have you guys? Well, I know Amy has, but yeah, the frickin' Lori Vallow stuff, man, it is just crazy. So they had the that weird court case, there that weird um hearing that they had, like where everybody went in the back and whatnot. And then I swore I could hear Chad's voice. And so I've just been just speculating away, but I got to go back and listen. But yeah, he couldn't have possibly been there. He couldn't have been, but I don't know. It just, my theory is just my guess is that they're going to try to roll on each other. And I kind of feel like Chad is going to try to play himself out as a victim, you know, and try to be like, oh, you know, I was just kind of going with what I was told to do because I was just afraid and I knew what she had already done. And I was afraid of what, and so I just did what I was told. That's what I did. And because it's just so weird to me. Why did he bury them so shallow? Like, that just bothers me. Like, why? Poor little JJ was 8 inches down. Like, you mow the lawn too hard and he's going to be found. Like, what the hell was that? That's not even trying very hard. The man is a literal sexton. Like that, he had one job, you know. It does not make any sense to me why. Well, it does. You know, maybe he just couldn't dig that far down. Maybe he just couldn't. Maybe he just could not. I was putting together a video. I should just talk about it right now because I'm just not getting it done. And maybe I'll make a produced one down the road. But let me just tell you a little something about Idaho, that area that Chad lives or lived, where that house is at, that John Pryor owns now or whatever. Um, he lives in an area where back in 1976, the Teton Dam broke. Speaking of flash flooding, I lived there. I'm from that area, so that was a bad deal, y'all. Okay, so they used to call it Rexburg back then, as in WREKS, like Rexburg, you know, Rexburg. But basically, what had happened was they built this dam that, and they didn't really do the pre surveying that they should have done. And so when they, and it was a dirt, like the dirt style dams where it's just the dirt on either side like this, right? Let's see. Okay. And so you have like yeah. So where they put it against here, they put like some concrete and they just kind of shot the concrete in. They came along, they did some land surveys. They're like, you know, that's not looking so super stable. And they're like, you know, we'll just shoot a little more concrete in, it'll be fine. And they're like, all right. And so they did that and it was not fine. And so what happened was it was not very old. It did not last very long. And we had a big rainstorm. And there was like a bulge one day. And it wasn't even raining when it happened, I don't think. But the bulge got bigger, and then they were down there. They were trying to fix the bulge, could not fix the bulge. So a huge wall of water washed down, and it just picked up like all of this dirt. Like they were able to measure. And if I ever do produce a video, this is the kind of research that I did, and I have like charts and some graphs and stuff, and it shows where it just moved just so much soil and dirt and, you know, just land and all of that. Now, if you look at the map where Chad's property is, you kind of zoom out, you let your eyes get a little fuzzy. You can see on the like the landscape. Imagine like water rushing through that area. Okay, it all rushed. It hit up against where that river comes through on the side there. That river absolutely the water wasn't coming down in the river, it came down the land. Like it was nuts. It was so crazy, and it sort of hit there. So the area where Chad is at, it got like all of this really silty hard, like all of that dirt, so, and rocks and debris and all of that crap. Now, under all of that, Idaho's like a old volcano area. We have a place called Craters of the Moon. You dig down too far, you're going to hit lava. Like, it's really bizarre how similar the dirt in Idaho, how hard it is to dig there and how hard it is to dig here. It's so similar. Like, you know, it's crazy. The clay content, you know, you hit a lot of big rocks. You know, a lot of areas have a lot of lava. It's really crazy. So what I did was I did an experiment. I tried to dig a hole about the same, you know, roughly the size that Chad had dug to put JJ in. Obviously, we know that it was a whole different situation with Tylee, so I did not try to recreate that whatsoever. But so I tried to dig this hole or whatever. And well, first of all, I was not physically able to do it because it was a hard year physically for me, like my health or whatever. So I started trying to do it. I wound up having a friend come and help me. It was really hard, and it took a long time, and it took several hours, and you know, And mine was deeper because I wanted to put bananas in mine. So I went as far as he did, filmed that, and then we went a little deeper because I was planting bananas and I wanted it to be like a bathtub situation because they just really love wet feet. Bananas do. And then I planted a tree for Tylee, and then I planted a tree for JJ, and then I put a little cactus for Charles, and then I put a little desert rose for Tammy. And that's my little memorial garden for them or whatever. But what I figured out from that is there's no way Chad dug that hole that day. That hole had to be already there for JJ for one thing. So when did he dig that hole? When was he out? Like, I mean, the day that everything happened with JJ was really quick. Alex was in and out of there, and I think it was 17 minutes according to his oh, that's okay, Rebel Rose. If I missed you, but yeah, I get it. But yeah, so the day that Alex's phone pinged that we think that JJ was buried, he was only there 17 minutes or whatever. So something had to have been dug previously. So maybe that's why it's out by the tree. That's kind of, but it's a really weird, like, I don't know, spot. I feel like you could maybe see it from the neighbors. I would like to go there and sort of try to see where it's at from the road. I've kind of looked at the satellite photos and whatnot, but when I go visit the next time, I'll probably go check it out or whatever. Check out a few of my theories. But between the lava and the old flood zone that he lives in, yeah, I bet he had a damn difficult time. Now, the other thing is people always think, oh, under a tree is a great place to dig and, like, say, bury a pet. Like, I'm gonna put Fido out under the big oak tree that looks out over the meadow, and that seems like a great idea at the time. But nay. There are roots under trees. Like, it's crazy how many roots are under trees. Like, when what you see above, there is 2 times below. So at a minimum, with the most, like, crappy rooted tree ever. So yeah, so digging under a tree is very difficult. So even this, my little experiment or whatever, I did under a tree. I dug under a tree just to even show that, like, how many roots I had to dig through, well, and by me, I mean my friend, but, we, anyway, but, it was really hard, and I don't see those guys doing it in 17 minutes and having it done. So yeah, but it also bothers me that if he was going to put the time into pre-digging a hole, why didn't he put more time into pre-digging the hole and making it deep enough to where, if somebody was weed whacking around that tree a little bit, crazy, that it wasn't going to chop in. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, why did he bury them so shallow? I feel like there's that's a key. That's, like, why did they do this stuff, is extremely important, But yeah, that court thing just got my wheels a turning. Oh, I was watching it on Web Sleuths with Trisha and the gang when it was live, so I need to go back and listen to it again because, yeah, I really thought I had heard something there, but hooey. Right now, I have something in the works. I'm trying to get an interview with somebody that spent time in the Pocatello prison where Lori is headed. So we can get an insider's look at what Lori has to come in a little series I have coming up that I'm going to be calling Preparing a Prisoner. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a collab with Zab Girl, and we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial, so for prison makeup. and then using what Lori has available to her. And then, yeah, and I'm going to do a little cooking tutorial, some prison ramen recipes. Yeah. How to make Kool-Aid out of Jolly Ranchers. Some good stuff. It's going to be good stuff. And yeah, so we'll do the little preparing a prisoner series. Yeah, I got some Ipsy coming, I think. I don't even know. You know what? I forgot all about that. I needed to do, I didn't pick out my stuff this month because I just had a lot going on. Yeah, so I don't even know what my products are. It's going to be a complete surprise. It's going to be great. I shouldn't even look. I should just let it just be like Christmas. It'll be great. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been using my shampoo that I got from there, the good hair, I think it is. I don't remember. Oh, it's kind of lightening up. I think we should probably go out and go. Yes, it's going to be a blind unboxing. And then we were going to pick out a new thing because like we were going to pick different companies each month, but we liked Lip Monthly a lot. And so we're going to do it for a second month because we really like lipstick and I really liked it. And so did she. And so, so Lip Monthly, it was really good products, like really good, big, full size products. Good stuff. Good stuff. I liked it. I'm excited. I have not put makeup on though because it has been raining and I've just been going in and out. And I was going to be like, I'm putting makeup on every day so that I can feel good about myself because I feel good when I put makeup on. I just automatically feel better. Even if I feel like crap, I put a little makeup on, all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, yep, yeah. But no, I have not. No, I've just been muddy. I wear my I have like my clean shoes and then my shoes like well my shoes that are out in the mud, like I have like some slides in case I got socks on, and then I have like my flip flops, and right now every pair of shoes I have is muddy. It's crappy. I just I'm so tired of the mud. Sick of the mud. And then I feel bad like because people have lost everything in mudslides and floods, and so I'm just being a brat basically, you know. Oh my gosh, on Kauai, okay, so they had just repaved the road and there was like a landslide, and it like, okay, so imagine like a countertop and you dropped like a paper towel on it, and then you just sort of smunched the paper towel like that, just a quick, just smunched it across, so it was like wrinkle. That's what that road looked like. It was like, okay, number one, I don't think your road's thick enough. Okay, I mean, but what do I know? Nobody asked me. I don't know, but yeah. So it's just, and they've had flooding, like flooding to the degree like that Haleiwa has. There's some, you know what? I'll try to post it in the description after we get done. If I try to do anything, it'll kick me off the screen or whatever. But I'll try to. There's a group, Lahui, I think it is. I think it's Lahui. Is they're putting together a really good relief effort, and they're a good legit charity here, and the money would really get to the folks that need it. And so I'll post that for anybody that's watching now or later that wants to spread the word about helping folks in Haleiwa in that flood zone. And they're doing it for their, I think Haula really got hit too, which is a little further around the coast from Haleiwa. Yeah, it's just, I'm blown away. I'm just blown away. I can't even. Ooh, NARS. I love NARS. It's so silky. Blue red. I thought that's what I was getting was a blue red, but it is just a bright red. I know, I feel like a tart too. Yes, I love disco. Yes. I think we should do some disco reactions, Amy. Yeah. Heck yeah. Ooh. We should watch an old disco movie and react to it and the cool effects that they have. I mean, they had some good cheese like back in the 70s, you know, and they're like, oh, yes, I wish I could have gone. I feel like I'm born after my time, actually, in case all of the, tie dye and hippie living and all of that shit isn't like a big old like indicator of that. But yeah, I had to wait until my children were all grown up before I could like live out my dreams of my hippy dippy lifestyle. But they're all grown up. They make their own sandwiches. They can vote. So I can't believe it. Actually, that went by really quick. That went by really quick. Hug your littles because pretty soon they'll be old enough to vote too. Gosh, you know, dang. The kid's old enough to get her own COVID check. All of them are. I just, gosh, yeah. Well, on that melancholy, no, I can't even think about that or I'll cry a little bit. It's been so long since I've seen my kids. Ugh. This is the longest it's ever been, ever, ever, ever. I'm stuck over here. I can't fly out. I have no immune system. Oh, that was one of the other things I found out. I don't got no immune system. I kind of have always suspected that, but now it's confirmed. So they did like all the allergy tests. My allergist is an immunologist, and so and they when they did the skin test on my back, my whole flipping back broke out. I was like trying to like I was just sitting there like, okay, it's psychological because you're like sitting backwards in the chair and they've done it, and I'm just like, it's probably just a hair tickling my back. I'm just psyching myself out. It's fine. There's probably nothing. It's probably they're gonna come in and they're gonna be like, yeah, nope, you look good. Go on home. And then she came in and she was like, does it itch? And I was like, there's kind of I feel like maybe there's a hair. She's like, no, your whole back is broke out. I'm gonna go get the doctor. I was like, oh, I knew it. I had to tap my foot. Like I was like, it's so bad. Like it was crazy. And I was just trying to psych myself out. Like, no, it's psychological. It is because I've never had one of those. I didn't know, but I guess I even had a hive in like the control zone, like the saline spot. Like, yeah, so I'm just allergic to life. But yeah, I guess they're gonna. Well, no, not I guess they can do blood tests. They did blood tests for a bunch of other stuff, and so like they did like environmental uh, blood tests, the test for the environmental triggers or whatever. So yeah, that was really interesting. Actually, I did not know that you could do that. I have never had that. I've always had really crappy insurance or Medicaid. So, and I was in Idaho and they don't cover anything like that. And so I had never had that, despite the fact I've had asthma and all of these other health problems. So, yeah, but I'm excited to get that figured out. So, but that's going to lead to, I believe, another. I think I'm going to be getting a rheumatologist now, along with my. It just feels like every time I go to the doctor, I get a new specialist, and then they're like, "You're not going to your doctor's appointment, so you need to like keep up with that." And it's like because it becomes overwhelming really quick when you have like some crappy health, when you have chronic health issues. Like it's not like you just go and get checked out and then you're good for a year. I go, I get checked out, and they're like, oh, we're going to refer you to this guy. I mean, like, you know, yeah, you're having a lot of heartburn. Oh, well, we should refer you to the gastroenterologist. Absolutely. That makes sense. So let's go to the gastroenterologist. So I go there, and then they're like, there's this little thing here, and this spirochetosis or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, well, I guess now I'm going to see an infectious disease specialist. And I'm like, you mean like a Fauci? And yeah, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So yeah, so yeah, but I'm going to the doctor now. I'm getting it done. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of it. Like, I'm really sick of it. But I don't know. And then, like, they've got really good insurance. They've got really good, like, they're really good here. They actually assigned me a caseworker that's like helping me with all of this crap, kind of encouraging me to keep it up, go get my blood work, go to my appointments, do my stuff, get my shots. And she offered transportation the other day. I was like, oh no, I'm fine, I got it. And then I didn't got it. And then she literally sat there and tried to help me like get it like the day before. But then like there were power outages because flash flooding, etc. So, but yeah, she's awesome. She's great. And she's working from home, and yeah, but so I'm glad that I'm here dealing with getting this stuff worked out, you know. But yeah, it is like medical speed dating and musical chairs. Like, yes, exactly like that. You get up, go to the next. Yeah, yeah, yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, I guess I'm gonna see an ornithologist too, because it kind of hurts when I sing for some reason, and I thought it might be related to all of my, some of the words, they sound made up. I mean, let's just be honest. When they're making it, they're like esophageal esophagitis. I had this medicine I had to have for my eye because I was wearing my contact, and I fell asleep. I took a nap sometime. Like, I have narcolepsy because, I mean, I just got some freaking medical issues, y'all. It's freaking, don't drink while you're pregnant or you're going to wind up with a child like me. But anyway, so I fell asleep with my contacts in one time, and then I thought it had fallen out because when I woke up, I genuinely had this weird big slimy booger that I thought was my contact, but it wasn't my contact. Apparently my contact had slipped around behind my eyeball in a very comfortable position where I couldn't even really feel it because my contacts are extremely comfortable. And so I was like, oh crap, okay. And I put another contact in, and then that night took them out, whatever. And then like the next day, put contacts in again, went about my business, lived my life, did that 3 times, rinse, repeat, take them out at night, put them in the next day, everything's fine. And then I started to get like a headache, like shit. I take a nap, took them out, then I felt like there was something in my eye, and I was like, oh God, oh no, like no. And then like I could just tell it was my contact because I've had him slip by my eyeball before. It freaking scooped cornea out of my eye, so my eye doctor wasn't real happy about that. And he gave me this drug, and it's called moxifloxacin. Doesn't that sound made up? Like, what is this? Why do you have eye drops? What are these for? What is that? It's moxifloxacin. It's moxifloxacin, Mom. It's just for my cornea. Fine. Yeah. But that's its name, moxifloxacin. Yep. Sounds made up. Just like by whatever it is that's going on with my esophagus, when he says it, I cannot say it. They don't even try to say it. The doctors, all of them, they call it EOE. They're not trying to say the shit either, But it's like esophagitis. I don't know. And I used to be able to say like immunoglobulins, that word, you know which word, you know the one. Can you maybe, I don't like, you got like an M one and an E one and all of that. And then now that I have a problem with them, I cannot say it suddenly. I don't know what the hell that psychological bullshit is either. I don't know. But yeah, so, but we'll get through it all. We're going to do it. We're going to get through it all. I'm going to get a new cardiologist. My cardiologist fired me. That was, yes, he broke up with me in this speed dating thing, Amy. That's what happened. I've never had a doctor do that to me. It was like, I'd rather be broken up with, actually. It was just like, what? What? What do you mean? It's too complicated. What do you mean? I'm here now. Can we just talk? Can't we just talk? God. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I want to jump out of that relationship right into another one quick, like quick. Like I want to rebound, but yes. I was heartbroken. Yes. He ripped my heart right out. Yes, yes, he did. What is it? A picture once of an eye parasite, a pretty beefy worm, and have nightmares and panic attacks every time right. I will never rub my eye again, ever, for the rest of my life. Like I have just like massive amounts of eye drops. I'll just like douche the thing out. Hell to the no. It's crazy. But here's the thing, I cannot really get makeup on my face without a contact, at least one. It's kind of, I hate my glasses so bad. I don't hate my actual glasses. Did I show you guys? I got new ones. These are real ones. These ones aren't even from the dollar store. These ones are prescription. They're real. Like I can't even lose them. Look, they have a special case, and they have, look, you got to do the thing. I learned how to do this. Wait, cup the light. Wait. Oh, I can't. I don't think you can cup a ring light. Oh, it does. Does that work? Yeah. Anyway, my little special. They gave me a white one. I was like, I live on a farm, but okay, I should be taking care of it enough for it to stay white. You're right. That's a good move. Good move. So, and then they gave me a little pink cloth, pink eye. Yeah, little joke there. And then these are my new glasses. I went with the Harry Potter ones. Can you see them? But they're bifocals. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see my bifocally part? Boom. Oh, they're filthy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Let me get my cute little pink fancy little. I used to just wipe my glasses off on my shirt. But now, since I've gone to the eye doctor, I use the fancy pink cloth that came with my Medicaid glasses. Yes. Because I'm fancy. I'm a bougie bitch now. That's right. I am. Yes. Do you hear that cat? That's a stray cat that came all the way in here right by my face last night and meowed in my ear while I was sleeping and scared the fuck out of me. But I am so excited that she got that close to me because it's taken me months to like work up her trust and a giant flash floody storm. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. Because I was like, what the hell? All the cats are like, they're put away, and they would be in here with me, but they like to pee under my bed, and I cannot have that. I'll put up with a lot, but I can't. I have that gene where you have superhuman smelling and like the super taster gene or whatever. I could be a wine taster or whatever. I don't know. So I cannot handle a cat box near me. I cannot. Yeah. All right. This is my $1 shirt I got because it went to Walmart by accident. This is actually ski clothing. But when stuff that goes for winter type states comes to our Walmart by mistake, it's too expensive to ship it back. And so it gets clearanced for $1. And it's so perfect. Look, it's got a thumb hole. It's called a base layer. Yes. I love it. And then there was like a bunch of white ones, and I figured, oh, I'll get them, and then I'll stain them, and then I'll tie dye them, and they just wash right out every time tied. It's great. Yeah, and it's like a whoopee shirt. It's like super soft, like a whoopee. I just love it. It's perfect for this weather. Absolutely perfect for this weather. Yes. Yeah, I wish I should have like I wonder if I can upload. I gotta upload videos. You know what I'll do is I'll make like I know there's a way to do it. Okay, I'm on this. I did the premium StreamYard so that I could make like a little more of a show or whatever. But I guess there's a way to like put like the videos and stuff. I should do one, and I'll put the pictures of that I did of the why the hell's so shallow, Chad? Like, we know you're shallow, but why the hell is the grave shallow? You know? So that one. And because I have like a lot of like some old photos of like the Teton Dam flood and whatnot. And talk to some people I know about it. My mom left me with a babysitter in the middle of the flood. So interesting choice, you know? I mean, but yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, I feel for her though, because here's the thing: when that flood happened, my brother was supposed to be camping in that area where the flood came through. My big brother, my little brother wasn't born yet. He wasn't even a glimmer in anybody's eye yet. But my big brother was her firstborn child. He was with his father, and yeah, this is of course back at the 76. There is no cell phone, nothing. You know, Google Slides. Oh, really? Okay. I should call you and have you give me a brief overview of that one day if you have time. Like I learned quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to sign off too. I'm just like I'm so tired. I've been going to bed early just because I'm exhausted. That's why. But yeah, all right. Well, cool. Well, I'm going to jump back on here tomorrow, y'all. It'll probably be around a similar time. And thank you for freaking hanging out with me, Amy and Kelly. And freaking sorry about the swearing for those of you, you know. But anyway, yeah. All right. Hang in there and everybody stay safe. All right. Love y'all.